It's a good AGam in Kansas morning. Good morning. Let's take a look and see what's coming up today. On Horsing Around, Dr. Chris Blevins introduces us to Lauren Rumbaugh, Miss Rodeo Kansas for 2016. Next, K-State's Dr. Randy Phebus discusses the grant he's working on. And we learn how the Kansas Cattle Drive in Buhler, Kansas got started. Then Natalie Anderson with the Kansas Foundation for Ag in the Classroom shares the winners from their art celebration and Teacher of the Year celebration. We'll end with the recently launched Roast Perfect app, a must for new chefs. Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com. This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
Hello and welcome to Horsing Around. I'm Dr. Chris Blevins at Kansas State University Veterinary Health Center. Today at Equifest with a very special guest, Lauren Rumbaugh. She is our Miss Rodeo Kansas and here for 2016. And it's just a pleasure to get to see you here at Equifest. And I think that a lot of people would like to know, what do you do in a year? I know it's just jam-packed, so can just give some detail of what you do in the state of Kansas representing Miss Rodeo Kansas?
With my year and my title, we do all sorts of different things. I'll go around the state representing at certain events like these at different rodeos around the state, and then I also go outside of the state and go countrywide. I spent the last week in Florida and then spent a few weeks in Denver, and we'll go to Calgary, we'll go to Cheyenne, kind of all over, and just represent the beautiful state of Kansas and all that we stand for, and the sport of rodeo as well.
You know, I think that's interesting, the amount of miles that you probably will go to, and sometimes when you say Miss Rodeo Kansas, you're representing the state too in other aspects of the country, so I think that is just awesome. What does it take to become you? You know, I think at a very young age, some gals will probably see out and they'll kind of inspire to want to be, you know, I'd like to be Miss Rodeo Kansas. What does that entail, or when should they start, and how does that involve into Miss Rodeo Kansas?
Girls can really start at any age. There's all sorts of different age divisions. There's Little Miss, there's Princess, there's Junior, they can start from anywhere about six or seven and go up from there. It just depends on whenever you want to start. There's all sorts of local titles around the state that girls can go and compete at. There's places like Garden City, McCracken. There's a Miss Rodeo K-State, so anybody that's in college at the university can run for that title. And then different categories within the pageant world. There's a lot of people that say we're just like the beauty pageants, just a little bit more Western. Our talent portion is our horsemanship, where we do a reining pattern and a freestyle on either our own horses or stock contractor horses, depending on what level you compete at. And then we have speeches, where we do 2-minute prepared speech, or some pageants do extemporaneous speaking, which is what I will be doing at the Miss Rodeo America pageant here in November of this year.
Wow.
And then, so those are the two main categories. On top of that, we have modeling, where we will model different outfits depending on whether it's Western dresses, the long leather dresses, or we do Western arena apparel, as well as sponsored outfits and certain things like that. And then behind the scenes a little bit, a lot of things that the public doesn't get to see is our personal interviews with the judges. We have 20-minute interviews with the 3 different judges on our panel, whichever pageant you're at. And then, so they just kind of get to know us and get to know what we stand for and why we're here and why we want to do our job. And then we have a written test that is all based on horsemanship and rodeo knowledge. So anything horse-related, equine, veterinary health, equine training, nutrition, and then as far back as past rodeo knowledge. So we kind of go all different directions, and then we have impromptu questions that are with our different events when we do our speeches on our modeling and that kind of thing. And then the last portion is appearance, and obviously we have a certain attire that we like to present, and that's obviously a portion of it, but it's not a huge portion. A lot of people people complain that it's expensive, and it is rather expensive, but there are ways to do it cheaply and a little bit more economical. So it's a little bit overbearing at first to girls that want to get started and want to get into the industry, but it really is a lot of fun, and you meet all sorts of neat people, and you get to do all kinds of networking.
I think that's just stuff that I didn't even know goes into the aspect of Miss Rodeo Kansas, and just preparing for it, and the amount of knowledge and horsemanship that goes along with the whole title is just amazing. Well, thank you very much for joining us here today, and have a good time here at Equifest.
I will.
I'm Dr. Chris Blevins at Kansas State University Veterinary Health Center, and we'll see you around.
Support Kansas agriculture education with an AgriTag. AgriTags are available anytime at your county treasurer. They look great on cars and trucks. For more information, go online to ksagclassroom.org.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture. To join today or for more information, go to kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Well, we are now on the home stretch of this USDA NIFA $25 million grant, which spanned 5 years. And it's getting to be really exciting because some of the larger, more integrated projects are coming to a head, and we're seeing large amounts of data and large amounts of results that we're reporting now. But with this grant to control shigotoxigenic E. coli throughout the beef system, we've had about 14 universities along with some other agencies involved, over 50 PhD level scientists for the last 4 years. And we've addressed everything you can imagine related to shigotoxigenic E. coli in the beef system. Where does it hang out on the farm, and the biology associated with that in feedlots, in the packing plants. My area especially has been intervention treatments. How do we control it and get rid of it at the beef processing level? But then we've done a lot of work with education and outreach for all kinds of people, from food service workers to pantry workers to 4-H students and high school students. So it's just been a very large, integrated, and dynamic project to be involved with. Well, I think the base information that we really had to have up front was with these shigotoxigenic E. coli. Everyone's known for many years, since the mid-90s, about E. coli 0157H7. And that's been the basis of our food safety programs in the beef industry. But we really knew very little about the additional 6 serotypes of these E. coli, the cousins of 0157. And so we've gained a tremendous amount of knowledge about the epidemiology and the ecology of these additional strains. In my area, as far as controlling them, fortunately, they seem to behave very much like 0157H7. So, what we have in place for the last 20 years in the industry works equally as well against these. So that was good news for us and for the processors. Well, technically, we will be finished at the end of December, of this year. But we expect to be able to get a 1-year no-cost extension to finish up our work. So that would carry us through the end of 2017. But we still have a tremendous number of research projects in line and going on right now. And so it's going to be around-the-clock research for this last 20 months or so. Particularly, I'll be doing a lot of work here at K-State, looking at looking at new technologies for washing carcasses or for decontaminating processed meats and things like that. So there's several new technologies that we're interested in doing research on.
Buying a car shouldn't be this hard. And at Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego, it isn't. It's actually awesome. Whether you want a new or used car or truck, Toby's team can make the deal. Even if you want to custom order a new car or truck, Toby's team can make the deal. See Toby's team at Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego. We're awesome.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie Rodina.
And I'm Dawn Dawson with the Better Horses Radio Show.
For over 9 years, we've been bringing the Better Horses Radio Show to markets all across the Midwest. We talk about God, lots about horses.
We talk about cows, we talk about horse health, we talk to top trainers, and we even talk about Roy Rogers.
We're having a blast with Better Horses Radio Show and would love to take it to a market near you.
So visit our website at betterhorsesradio.com and let us or your local radio station know you'd like to hear it in your area.
The Better Horses Radio Show is unbelievable.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn for livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population. The farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.
AGam in Kansas, brought to you in part by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
Back in July last year, the American Hereford Association field rep had stopped by and looked at our cattle during the summer, and we were walking through a pasture and looking at these bulls, some of them that are actually behind us here, and he picked one out and said, you know, that looks like he's going to be a really good bull and ought to sell well. And that's when I made the comment, if I can get people to my place, then I usually 85–90% of the time I'll make a sale. I said the hard part is getting people to know you. If you're a small-time producer, we raise 5 to 15 bulls a year, is what we market. He told me about an event in Valentine, Nebraska that they hold where they shut down Main Street and they bring in about 50 pens of bulls. I thought about that and I thought, well, if they can do that in Valentine, Nebraska, why can't we do that down here? And I'm on the Reno County Cattlemen's Association board, and I decided we need to have a meeting. Darren Busick, who sits on our board and is also the Reno County Extension agent, about a week later he goes, you know, I'm going to contact some people. I think we can make this work. And within a month we had a location, and then from there Darren just made it grow. He turned it just from a place for small seed stock producers like myself to display our cattle. He has turned it into an educational event for the consumer, the rancher, for anybody.
Like, I'm really excited with the first year. I mean, I feel like it can really grow the next couple of years and become bigger. It's great to see all these kids and families from Buhler and from Hutch area too that are seeing agriculture up close and learning about agriculture.
Oh, there you go. Good job.
We have the Buhler FFA has joined in with us, and they're doing a fundraiser where kids can go in and color, and they can learn about cows' stomachs, and they can learn about how things work, what cows eat.
I think it's important. I'm glad they did it, and I hope it continues. And it's the extension services does a tremendous job, but this gives us a chance to interact. Oh, I think it's a great event.
Earlier in my life, I rode bucking horses in rodeos, and my shoulders took such a beating, and that was probably the reason for having several previous surgeries on both shoulders. About a year ago, I decided that I didn't want to have another surgery, and so I contacted Kansas Regenerative Medicine, took their treatment process. It was relatively pain-free. Now, after 8 months, my shoulders have healed to the point where I think I'm probably 90 to 95% of normal. It takes a couple of months to start to see results with stem cell injections, but at about 3 to 3.5 months, I started to feel better. I started to have less pain and feel real progress. That continued to increase gradually until now at approximately 8 months. And I'm extremely pleased. I've got full range of motion. I can lift weights, I can throw, I can do a lot of things that I couldn't do without a lot of pain previously.
It's time, the Great Bend Farm and Ranch Expo, April 6th, 7th, and 8th in Great Bend, Kansas. Horse training demos and Expo 3 all 3 days. Ebert Ranch Shoot AI demonstrations will be April the 7th at 1 p.m. K-State speakers all 3 days. Over 700 vendors, 80 acres of exhibits. That's April 6th, 7th, and 8th. Corporate sponsors American Hat Company, Great Bend Co-op. Go to starexpos.net for more information.
The Kansas Wheat Innovation Center in Manhattan is rediscovering ways to get improved varieties and new genetics in the hands of farmers faster. Grower-led and checkoff-funded research initiatives are bringing about positive change. This grassroots leadership provides a strong voice in Topeka and Washington, D.C. Now is the time to partner with Kansas Wheat in moving wheat forward. Kansas Wheat Commission and Kansas Association of Wheat Growers. Farmers investing in their future and yours. Log on to rediscoverwheat.org.
Heinen Brothers, a fourth-generation Northeast Kansas farm family, knows how tough farming can be. Farmers helping farmers. Heinen Brothers Ag, selling and servicing crop protection products, fertilizer, anhydrous ammonia, cover crops, quality aerial and ground application. Call today to learn about our extended term financing program. 800-760-4964. HeinenBrothersAg.com.
This segment brought to you by Heinen Brothers Ag, farmers helping farmers by offering quality aerial and ground application, fertilizer, ag chemicals, and anhydrous ammonia. Call today to protect your crop yield.
Hi, I'm Natalie Anderson. I'm the communications coordinator with the Kansas Foundation for Ag in the Classroom, and I'm excited to be here today at our annual art celebration and Teacher of the Year celebration. The Kansas Foundation for Ag in the Classroom has been doing an art contest for over 15 years. It's open to all Kansas students grades K through 6. And the contest culminates in a big celebration at the Capitol every year in March during Ag Month. And today we're celebrating 8 students from across the state who won their grade level with their art. And this year's theme was Pollinators Put Food on the Table, bringing awareness to the important role that pollinators play in our food production.
Hi, I'm Claire, and I drew a picture. I just looked up on my mom's phone how to draw a sunflower, then how to draw an earth, and then I put butterflies and bees and put corn over here because I said Kansas farmers, and then feed the world and with bees and butterflies.
Hi, my name is Hope Avey. I won the second grade prize for the 2016 Bookmark Art Contest. The theme was pollinators putting food on the table. I drew a bunch of pollinators like a butterfly, bees, a beetle, hummingbird, bat, things like that, and corn, blueberries, flowers, carrots, peas, green beans, and them all on the plate. Put in really bold words, pollinators put food on the plate.
Hi, I am Kendra, and I will show you my picture. So I wanted to draw the title, and then I wanted to draw a pollinator, and then I wanted to draw some food that they pollinate, and then I wanted to draw some animals, and then some plants.
Hello, my name is Bethany DeDonder, and when I was at home coming up with my picture, I was trying to think of something that nobody else would think of. And when I think of pollinators, I think of bees pollinating plants to put food on families' tables. So I thought, don't they do that for their own families? So I thought it would be cool to come up with a family of bees having their own meal that they came up with themselves.
I'm Roden Pennant, and I drew this picture because I saw a picture of an airplane carrying a banner, so I decided to draw a butterfly carrying a banner, and whenever I think of pollination, a butterfly is the first thing that comes to my mind.
My name is Jorah Harbaugh, and I'm from Pretty Prairie Middle School. Well, I started out drawing a table. When I got the table finished, I kind of just thought up of the ideas of pollinators and the type of foods that they produce, and I just ended up drawing a few of the foods that I thought were pretty main. Then I drew a couple bees to go along with the pollinators. I guess I drew flowers to help go along with the pollinators helping put the food on the table.
My name is Michaela Crow. I go to Flint Hills Christian School and I'm in 6th grade. I drew my picture kind of in a split form because I wanted to be able to show that the girl is talking to her mother and the pollinator doing the pollinating, so you can see that and then you can see what it puts on the table, since that's the theme.
So we're here today. We're getting ready to have photos taken with Governor Brownback. Each student received a copy of their bookmark and bookmarks that they can hand out to their friends and family. And we'll have some yummy desserts to celebrate after.
I got to take a picture with the governor, and State House is really, really cool. It was very amazing to get to be able to come to the State House and take my picture with the governor, because that's not an opportunity that everybody gets every day, all the time.
It's cool because I get to come to the state capitol and take a picture with the governor.
I liked taking pictures with the governor and being able to see the Capitol because it looks really neat.
And we're also recognizing our Teachers of the Year. There was one Teacher of the Year, Ray Huff, from Service Valley Charter School, and then 3 Kansas Farm Bureau Foundation for Agriculture Excellence in Teaching Award winners that are also being recognized today. So we're just really excited to be here. This is one of our most favorite projects and programs each year, and just happy that all the kids could be here and enjoy this special time.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, Sure Crop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. Sure Crop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose Sure Crop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.
I think it really extends your home out to the outdoors, and Mark always had kind of a vision of what he wanted to do with the yard, and so he envisioned this kind of outdoor area, the waterfall and things, but when Blueville came in, they had some really good ideas of how to place it and how to do different things that really enhanced the project. So.
Yeah, over the years we've grown to really enjoy our outdoor living space and developed a great working relationship with Blueville.
Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture, represents grassroots agriculture. The state's largest and most powerful farm organization stands up for its members through leadership development, agriculture education, legal defense, environmental advocacy, farm safety, and risk management. Members also enjoy money-saving benefits. To join our organization today or to learn more, go to www.kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
AGam in Kansas is brought to you in part by Sure Crop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
Not enough time and don't know how. Those are among the top reasons beef consumers don't roast, according to a joint survey by the Beef Checkoff and the Certified Angus Beef brand.
A lot of consumers, in fact 1 out of 4, have never even tried cooking a roast, and so we knew they wanted to, and if we could arm them with the right resources, they would have great success and keep coming back to the retail case to buy more.
That's why CAB launched the Roast Perfect app last fall, with hopes of taking back some of the holiday market share from competing proteins.
Well, at the end of the day, our goal is to make sure that we've got consumers who are craving beef, set up for success, and wanting to take that home and cook in their kitchens. And so this was a great opportunity to meet them where they're at, to provide them with tools to make sure when they're looking at what they're going to serve their family over the holidays, that we've got those dollars going into the basket supporting beef.
Roast Perfect includes a roast selection guide, chef-developed and tested recipes, step-by-step video tutorials, a store locator, a built-in timer, a portion calculator, and more.
So when we looked at what apps were available and the opportunities, we knew that cooking beef and cooking a roast particularly can be a little scary for consumers. And so we knew that if we could do all the legwork behind it and set them up for success, that they would keep coming back to purchase more. So we ran cooked all the roasts behind the scenes, and made sure that we were taking temperatures, and we put in nice bells and whistles that basically you select the roast that you want, you put in how much it weighs, it populates and tells you need to cook it this long to this degree of doneness, and voila, you've got the perfect roast.
In addition to increased web traffic and mainstream media attention, the free app has logged 35,000 downloads. I'm Bob Cervera.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.